one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reverend Dr. Pastor Sean Murray.
No, all of that, all of the above.
All of that.
And more.
Please be seated. I am Dr. Murray, and I'm pastor of First Congregational Church of Riverhead right here. And I have not been with you folks in a while. And I understand I missed some really exciting times too, leading up to, there was an election, I hear tell.
I heard something about
that. Mr. Hubbard, welcome here.
Thank you, sir.
And special prayers go out to you this day as well. And prayers to Jody's daughter.
Yes. Jody is not here. She's had a family, something with the family with her daughter she had to deal with, and there are the doctor's appointments, so we'll keep our prayers with her.
Absolutely. A few announcements. I will continue to work with getting somebody in to say your invocations throughout the year. I've been working with Carol in your office, and so she and I will coordinate.
Wonderful.
That schedule. We hope we can get good coverage throughout the year.
We want vibrant, colorful, speak with enthusiasm. We want rapture.
Absolutely. Open your heart, the rapture comes, that's for sure. I haven't been with you because I had an accident myself, and I broke my calcaneus. There's a word for today. Calcaneus. It's the heel bone. Not an easy thing to break, and not an easy thing to...
Are you framing that roof up there? Is that what you're doing at the church?
That's right. With all the excitement going on at our church, it just wasn't enough. So anyway, also the 24th, that's the Sunday after Martin Luther King Day, we have a service of Christian unity. And this year it will be hosted by St. John the Baptist, a Ukrainian Catholic church on Pondview Road, and that's at 4 o'clock. So we're hoping that you can get some time in your schedule to join us for worship at 4 o'clock.
If you could, I know I can. My son is taking a test at Mount St. Mary's in Edinburgh, Maryland, and I'm going to be there that Sunday. But if you could let Carissa and my staff know the dates so they can put it in the calendars, that would be wonderful.
Will do. Together we pray. Good and gracious God, we open our hearts afresh this day and give you thanks for the blessing of a new year, for your Spirit in our midst, for your guidance, and for the privilege that we have to be of service to others. Grant a good year to this board, O God. Help them to have open ears to your holy voice. Allow them to discern the way that you would have them go. Let all enmity and strife be erased, O God, and replaced with civility and goodwill. Bless Mr. Hubbard and help him to settle in well here. Grace him, O God, with wisdom and strength. And grace us all, O God, your community of Riverhead, with peace, with understanding, and with a willingness, O God, to get along with one another, to listen to one another, and to cooperate, so that all excess, O God, can be tempered by your will. Balance us and lead us, O God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Pastor Reverend Sean Hart.
See, I used excess instead of namiety today, so I tempered it.
Thank you very much. And the church looks wonderful. I'm going to have to take, was News 12 and News 2 did a piece on it? I didn't see it, so I'm going to...
Both CBS and 12.
I have to see if I can. I know News 12. You can go back on the Optimum, whatever thing it is. And
you can go on both of them. We're grateful for that coverage and grateful that that's coming along. And you can contribute anytime you want to our capital campaign fund.
It looks beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Peace to you. Yeah,
Yes,
Happy New
thank you.
Year. And a continued Merry Christmas. It's the 12th day.
Same to you.
We did have a meeting on the 31st, yes. So you're going to accept the minutes.
But they're not prepared.
Oh, they're not prepared?
yet?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did we accept the meeting of the second board meeting of December
I
already?
think we did that.
We
one.
did that on
Okay, if we didn't, we'll dispense with it today. If we didn't, we'll go back
Pick
to it.
up on the next meeting, I guess.
Okay. Diane, reports?
Sure. Under reports, the building department submitted their monthly report for December, $56,024.75. Town clerk monthly report for December, $7,246.90. Under correspondence, Jim Del Rossi sent a letter of support for the proposed Fold Festival planned for August at Martha Clara Vineyards. South Jamesport Civic Association sent a letter expressing concerns as to the proposed Fold Festival planned for August at Martha Clara. Alan Smith, Judge Alan Smith, sent a letter encouraging the town board to take advantage of current opportunities to construct and improve the police and court facilities. And that's it. It's a short agenda.
It's an interesting letter from Alan Smith, if you haven't taken a look at it.
I haven't gotten it.
Yeah,
I'll get you a copy.
you will. Councilman Hubbard, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you
Mr.
for-
Supervisor, I appreciate it.
This is-
If I could just take a moment, there was something that happened that I'm very proud of our young police officers in the police department. Sunday evening, they received a call of an 18-month-old that was unresponsive, not breathing and no pulse. And officers Brandon Heller, Dan Hogan, and Patrick Lazuski were first on the scene. They performed CPR, and the child was taken immediately to Peconic Bay Medical Center, where the child is doing much better. So kudos to the young officers for doing a great job
Yeah, absolutely.
with CPR.
We're going to bring them in, recognize them officially. It's pretty interesting. Not the one thing they have in common is they were all roughly, well, they're hired by this town board in the last few years. So
Right.
it's just a testament to this young, new, vibrant police. Well, I'm not allowed to say our vibrant police force. I get in trouble saying too many things. I don't know. Well, they are young. All right. Any other committee reports? Where was that? I didn't see what.
It's in Wading River. It was on 25A up by the Subway store. They were in a vehicle. The family was in a vehicle, and the baby went into distress.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. All right, not seeing any other reports. We have one public hearing. We're going to open it up. Oops, this is a public hearing for the second time around on this, for the consideration of a local law to amend Chapter 101 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Riverhead Town Code, Section 101-13, Parking Time Limited, Peconic Riverfront Lot, northerly portion, and parking lot east of Salvation Army Store. So we didn't get this right the first time because we struck something. Emery, are you familiar with this, or John, you want to
Yeah.
present? John, go ahead.
The first time, we left Monday through Friday, we should have struck that, and also, the time. What it's gonna be, it's gonna be, 3-hour parking, in the parking lot on the south side of Main Street, behind the restaurants, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then, the parking lot by the Salvation Army that goes from Main Street to McDermott area, there's gonna be 3-hour parking in that parking lot because, we have a restaurant down there and, people are parking all day, that are employees of the immediate area. So that's gonna be parking, for 3 hours. At those hours, 7 days a week.
All right, good. Does anybody wish to be heard on this matter? Not seeing anybody. We will close the public comment portion. We will leave it open for written comment. What is today? Oh, I'm still, excuse me, still in the December calendar here. We will leave it open for written comment until January 15th at 4:30 in the town clerk's office. All right, now we're going to listen to anybody that wants to talk about resolutions. Does anybody want to discuss any of the resolutions in the packet? Sal Mastropolo.
Sal Mastropolo, Calverton.
What do you got, Sal?
Oh, quite a few.
Quite a few, you said?
Resolution number 1,
Oh, boy.
Assessment Review Board. Chairman, $100. Either that's an error or the chairman is also a member, in which case then that's a stipend.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's $1,000. Yeah. Oh, that's right, there's 3 members. Got it. Yep, so there's a chairman stipend. That's correct.
Okay, resolution number 3. Under Recreation Department, if I recall correctly, the reason that Mr. Coyne was getting a stipend was because we were short 1 employee. And I notice now we have an Assistant Recreation Program Coordinator. So my question is, since we have a new Assistant Recreation Program Coordinator, why are we continuing to give the stipend?
It's not a new position, it's a different title. There was, Mr. Floodgate occupied sort of that position. She occupies that position in a different title. Mr. Floodgate's no longer with us. Floodgate? No, is it Floodgate? Philgate. So, he gets the stipend because he took over the youth bureau, not necessarily related to recreation per se, but it was Mr. Philgate's position was filled by the
He didn't hold the same title, though, did he?
no, different title.
I didn't think so, because I compared this with last year's.
Different title, and I want to say it was done by resolution, and the salary is lower for Ms. King than Mr. Philgate was.
Okay, resolution number 5. I count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 11 increases that are at least $12,000 or $13,000 on base salaries that run anywhere from 40-something thousand to 78,000, which makes the percentage increases anywhere from 30% to about 16%. Now, is that by union?
Yes,
Yes.
That's by contract.
Police officer's salary is an academy step, and then when they got an academy step, they go to first-year step, then they go to 2-year step, 3-year step, and those are incremental as you go up to your 7-year top out, so that's why you might see a bigger increase for somebody that's all contractual.
Okay.
Takes
They-
6
They
years.
reach top step.
Pays to
at
be an
7 years.
officer in this
Top
town. I have to talk to my grandson.
Oh, that's
Good job.
Take that test.
That's right, it's a good job. What do you got?
Takes a special person.
Resolution number 7. Actually, it's 7, and there's a couple of others. I notice we give a lot of stipends for licenses. We don't give stipends for degrees. Why are we giving stipends for licenses when the license is probably a requirement of the job, and it's probably built into the steps and the groups?
It's cheaper for us to give the license stipend, and the stipends, Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, don't go towards your pension.
No, the stipends not go towards your pension.
Yeah, it's a cheaper way.
There's 3 of them in there that was actually a savings for inspecting the rail, instead of outsourcing that.
Right.
Well, that's street lighting, that's for.
So instead of increasing the salary, which goes towards your pension, we've given stipends, which keeps your pension costs lower.
Isn't the pension based on the
Right,
earnings?
and it's attached to a specific duty. So instead of giving a promotion or a raise, we've done stipends. There's not a lot of them. Councilwoman Giglio asked for a list. I want to say there's 20, maybe?
I don't think there's that many.
It might not even that many, but it's a way to save a little bit of money. It's not a lot of money, but it's a little bit of money.
Okay. Resolution number 9. The Assistant Water District Superintendent, that's a 13% increase, a $13,000 increase, which is a 17% increase.
Right, well, he's new to the job. He took the job, he took Mark Conklin's job, and we brought him up to, I think, just below what Mark Conklin was making. So he's got an increase, but he took an entirely new job on.
Okay. Resolution number 16. This is a suggestion. There's quite a few places in this resolution where we mention that you can pay by credit card. But there's no mention that there's a surcharge if you pay by credit card. Maybe we should add that in there so that people know that if they pay by credit card, there's a surcharge for using the credit card.
I want to say that when you do that, we tell everybody. I don't know
Well, I
where
just
you-
told everybody.
No, I'm saying.
No, people know when they pay.
When they actually do it, we tell them that there's a surcharge, because if you're or we're going to have you do something for $125 and it's $127.50, we tell them the $250 is a surcharge. So we do verbally tell them.
I think
I thought it was.
too.
I thought it was a percentage, not
It
a
is.
set fee.
It is. I
Okay.
was making up the number.
And I'll fly it, it's, that the credit card company charge you a surcharge?
They charge.
Yeah,
there is
but
a
that's in our
fee,
flyers
like
that
a
we give
base
out.
fee, and then a
Right?
percentage beyond that.
And it's on our website.
To my
It's on our
knowledge-
website,
I don't know
isn't
if
it?
it's on the
To my
website.
knowledge, when you go on electronically to pay online, that
It shows up. It does show up.
pops up
It shows-
before you actually hit enter, so you were.
If you go online to pay with the credit card, it will
Yeah,
show
because
you.
when someone complained that the surcharge was $300, but that was the credit card company, so I spoke to him, I said, make sure that we put on our website that there is a credit card surcharge, so people know. She didn't know until, she got her credit card bill. So,
And I can tell you that
Probably
Dan
did know.
McCormick,
Probably did know.
Dan McCormick worked with the receiver of taxes to make sure the tax payments online also put a legend up advising everybody that if you're paying online.
you could have a credit card surcharge.
So we could add, you want to just add an asterisk to this resolution that
Sure.
applicable credit surcharges may apply? I think so.
But we don't get it, we don't get the surcharge,
No, I know that. All I'm saying is
Okay.
people should know that there's a surcharge.
yes.
And the same comment holds true for Resolution 26, where you now will accept credit card payments for the planning department and town scavenger waste.
I pay you the old-fashioned way with a check.
That's it.
All right, thank you, Sal.
I hate
Does anybody else wish to be heard on resolutions?
surcharge.
All right,
I'd like to make a motion, we close the town board meeting and open the community development meeting. So moved.
I'll second.
moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes?
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter, the CDA meeting is
Yes.
now open.
We're going to take resolution 1 off the floor because I guess that didn't make it into the packet.
1 and 2.
2.
yeah.
They didn't make it into the packet. Resolution 1 was appoints members and officers of the Community Development Agency. You got substituted, sorry, Councilman Hubbard, for everything Councilman Gabrielson
Right.
had. These are Audit Committee and Finance Committee.
Yeah, the audit committee was Councilman Gabrielson, and now Councilman Hubbard is on.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It'll be riveting. And then the other resolution 2 is ratifies omnibus resolution relating to the requirements of the Public Authorities Accountability Act of 2005 as amended and updates the procurement policy. Can I have a motion to take
Aye.
these off the floor?
I make a motion that we take resolution 1 and resolution 2 of the community development agency off the floor. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yep.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution CDA 1 and 2 are taken off the floor.
Okay, does the council understand what these 2 resolutions are? We didn't talk about it at work session. Really, Councilman Hubbard?
I did speak to Councilman Hubbard today, and then I sent an email. I think I followed up with each of the council people.
Okay,
separately.
good. So everybody's familiar with these 2?
Yes.
It's
All right.
standard organizational for the beginning of
Yep.
the year, and then it reappoints the town board as the CDA board, basically.
All right, let's move them.
Town of Riverhead Community Development Agency Resolution Number 1 appoints members and officers of Community Development Agency.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
And the resolution is therefore duly adopted. And CDA Resolution Number 2 ratifies omnibus resolution relating to requirements of the Public Authorities Accountability Act of 2005 as amended and updates the procurement policy.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
And the resolution is therefore duly declared adopted, and that completes the business of the CDA.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion, John?
May I make a motion, we close the community development meeting and reopen the Riverhead Town Board meeting? So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The town board meeting is now reopened.
All right, we had two tabled resolutions from last meeting. Resolution 875 appoints the chairman of the planning board in the town of Riverhead, and Resolution 876 appoints the vice chairman of the planning board. Can we get a motion to take these two tabled resolutions, untable these resolutions?
I make a motion that we untable resolution 875 and 876 off the
Untable.
table and untable.
Second on table.
Moved and seconded to untable resolutions 875 and 876.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolutions 875 and 876 are untabled. Now I'll call, want me to call them right away?
Yeah.
875.
875 appoints the chairman of the planning board of the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
No.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 875 is adopted. Resolution 876.
Appoints the vice chairman of the planning board of the town of Riverhead. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 876 is adopted.
All right, move on to the resolutions, Dan.
Okay, resolution number 1.
Sets the salaries of various boards for the year 2016. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 2.
Says salaries for elected officials for the year 2016. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 3.
Set salaries of general town employees for the year 2016. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 4.
Set salary of highway department for the year 2016. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 5.
Set salaries of police officers for the year 2016. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Retired too early. Yes.
Dunleavy.
You said it
Yes.
earlier.
I say it every
Walter.
year.
I took the wrong test, apparently. Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 6.
Set salaries of refuse and garbage district for the year 2016. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 7.
Set salaries of scavenger, sewer and scavenger waste district for the year 2016. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Seven. Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 8.
This is the salary of the street lighting district for the year 2016. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 9.
Set salaries of water district employees for the year 2016. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 10.
Riverhead Sewer District budget adjustment. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 11.
It adopts a 2016 living wage. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 12.
Reappoints town historian. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
I'm sorry. We both said yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 13.
Accepts the retirement of food service worker. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 14.
And because of that vacancy, appoints a temporary substitute food service worker to the seniors program. So moved.
Seconded.
Appoints a temporary substitute food services worker to the seniors program. I need a sidebar. Can you give me a sidebar for a second? No, we're allowed to do that. We have to confer with staff.
No.
Is it?
Yes, you're right, Diane. Good catch. He tried to talk to me as I went through the door, and I was like, no. Apparently, I should have paid attention. This needs to be tabled. I don't know why, but this needs to be tabled for the moment.
Really?
14, yes.
I'll check.
Well, then I take back everything I said,
All right, can I?
and I move to table 14, pending further investigation.
Second.
Moved in second as to table.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 14 is tabled.
I think she's working.
Resolution number 15.
Accepts the resignation of a part-time homemaker. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved in seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 16.
Do we want to amend this for their, do you have language or something for the,
The credit
Credit
card
card.
surcharge.
I'm just going to put in, under payment options, note, credit card fee for processing may apply.
Under payment options, is that where it is? Yes, fine.
fine?
Okay.
Okay, can we move as
That's
amended?
it, okay. Resolution 16, sets the fees for usage of recreation and other town facilities as amended. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded as amended?
Hubbard.
Yes, as amended.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 17.
This is the annual review and adoption of the procurement policy. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 18.
Designates banks as official depositories for town funds. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 19.
Approves highway superintendent expenditures. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 20.
This appoints an official newspaper. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 21.
Appoints official online publication. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Never mess with the people who buy ink by the
No, I
barrel
know.
or whatever you do. What is it? Bytes by the bit?
Gigabytes by the
Gigabytes?
megabyte.
Sorry, I digress.
Resolution adopted.
I used to have a subscription.
Resolution 22.
Appoints bond counsel.
I did say yes to vote for that budget.
Second. Moved and seconded 22.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 23.
It's an appointment and approval of the fee schedule for the Rayner Group PE and LSP LLC as consulting engineers and land surveyors. So moved.
Second it.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 24.
Sets towing and storage fees. So moved.
And second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 25.
Authorize the supervisor to execute a renewal agreement with Next Tryon LLC, DBA Black Box Network Services regarding telephone maintenance. So moved.
A second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 26.
Authorizes the Town Planning Department and Town Scavenger Waste Department to accept payment of fees and other charges via credit/debit card, electronic check processing from Evo Easy Pay LLC and Systems East, with the same correction to this about the processing fee may apply. So as amended, so moved.
Second it.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
As amended, yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 27.
Authorizes payment of the Association of Towns annual membership dues for 2016. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution number 28.
Authorizes and approves form of blanket undertaking. What is it?
This is.
Oh, this is the insurance.
Right, for the insurance.
Okay.
Did we
So
have to
moved.
adopt this? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
For Judge Hulse. Do we have to formally adopt it?
This
Did you
is-
see that?
The law states each individual officer could have their own undertaking, or the law permits a municipality, the legislative body, to approve a resolution for a general undertaking.
So this covers
This
Whitey
general-
and the judges.
Correct. However, I'm sure the justices are well aware, they have additional undertakings that they must file under the uniform court rules.
Right.
And they have to file with
Vis-à-vis
county
their
clerk.
escrow accounts and
Yeah,
judicial
so
escrow
they have
accounts.
additional filings, but for municipality purposes, this would cover them.
Okay,
But they have to do their additional,
but this covers, so this,
for town.
okay,
Yes.
that's fine. And their undertaking, they file with the clerk's office. The additional ones are, is it uniform court?
They have to file with the county clerk.
Okay. Got it. Yep, I think Judge Hulse knows this.
Someday you'll know about that.
Because I think Judge Smith briefed her.
Couple years from
She's
now.
well aware.
No, I don't want that road.
Well,
I'll
it-
take a Deacon road,
If they do not, they can contact.
better suited. Okay, thank you. Diane?
Okay, we have 3 off the floor,
Is this
29, 30, and 31.
Oh, I didn't
29 is
realize-
off the floor?
Where I go to school?
Did we vote on the last one? Yes.
You voted
Yes.
on, yes.
Okay, so 29, 30, and 31
Alright.
are off the floor, they didn't make it. 29 is set salaries for 2016 call-in personnel to the Riverhead Recreation Department, we did talk about that. 30 set salaries of various recreation employees of the Recreation Department, I don't know why Ray didn't get them in on time. Ray, you there? No? And 31 is authorizes the supervisor to execute a stipulation with Riverhead Town Police Benevolent Association, Inc., which I think Larry talked to the board members about.
Yes.
So can we take the 3 off the floor?
I make a motion, we take resolution 29, 30, and 31 off the floor for consideration. So moved.
A second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolutions 29, 30, and 31 are taken off the floor. Resolution 29.
It sets salaries for 2016 call-in personnel for the Riverhead Recreation Department. So moved.
Second it.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 30.
Set salaries of various recreational employees for the year 2016. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 31.
Authorize the supervisor to execute a stipulation with Rivertown Police Benevolent Association Incorporated. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
May I sign that? Can you make sure that's got it quickly? Okay, that concludes the official business of the town. We open the meeting up for any discussion that you'd like to have with the town that's within the purview of the town, and we ask you to limit your conversation to 5 minutes. No, never enforce that, do I? Love you. Bob, welcome back. We're just taking public comment. Sal Mastropolo.
Has the town received any response from ShopRite relative to the Wallbound store?
I know, Jim, you wrote the letter.
Nothing. Nothing official, nope.
But we officially sent something out.
Yeah, I can do it again if you like.
Okay.
We do have a new supermarket. I haven't gone to see it in King Cullen.
I've been there.
What is the new supermarket in King?
Gallifresh.
Gallifresh?
Yes. If you walk in, it looks just like King Cullen, except it's a lot neater and cleaner.
Okay.
It was getting old. King Cullen was getting old.
John? Twomey Avenue and Sound? The intersection, I contacted Geo. Geo threw it back at my court and said I needed to contact you, that you needed to get code enforcement out there to take care of the situation.
Okay.
I don't know about it, but we can deal with that offline maybe.
We have this,
Is that,
You can't see if you come to a full stop going northbound on Twomey to make a left-hand
Yes,
turn
it
to
is.
go west.
Yeah, the bushes
There's
are
all those
right at
shrubs
the,
there.
The bushes are right at the corner.
why would the code enforcement deal with that? That's a highway superintendent issue.
Well, he's not taking
It's a highway superintendent.
responsibility,
That's not code enforcement.
so he's.
Shrubbery?
Yeah, that's highway department.
Instructions within a highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's highway
Is that 30
department.
foot?
Well, I'm throwing it back
Supposed to
and
be to 15 foot from the roadway.
But
Okay.
the highway law provides, okay, so we're not gonna get into that right now. Chief, can you put that on the next, meeting of your traffic safety committee?
okay.
I mean, we could issue,
How was it in the winter time?
Tickets,
Was it
but-
still there? Was it evergreens or something?
Yeah, it's all kinds of
Yeah, it's
stuff.
all kinds of
Yeah,
bushes,
you can't
yeah.
see past it.
They're right up to the corner.
Okay.
okay, well,
All right.
let's,
As long as we're talking about safety issues.
yeah, no, let's hold on a second. We're gonna put on for the next traffic safety, see why Geo just doesn't go out. I mean, he can go out and unilaterally cut it. And why he doesn't do that, I don't know, but we'll find out at traffic safety. When is your next meeting? Do you know?
It's the third Thursday, correct, in the morning,
So, the third
at
Thursday,
8 o'clock.
so in theory, it's at
8:30.
8:30 on the 21st. If you're up that early, which I know you are, if you want to come to traffic safety, Geo, the chief, and John will be there. 8:30, they have it right here at the table. So let's see if we can, I mean, we'll send code enforcement, but that's not gonna get the trees cut down. That just makes
No,
them
that's
pay a
just gonna
fine.
give a summons out.
Right, they pay a
He's gonna
fine.
pay a fine,
Yeah,
that's
the
it.
trees will stay there.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we have another safety issue, which I brought up to Geo, and his response was that they had to move the curbs to accommodate the underground utilities. I'm talking about along the south side of Sound Avenue, from the intersection of 25A down to the entrance to Great Rock. They're putting in new curbs,
Right,
and they extended the curbs out towards the center of the road a good 1.5 feet from where the existing line of the curbs
Utilities
was.
on the road right away.
right.
What about Nightland?
Huh?
Is that where
Night-
Nightland
Yeah.
is doing it?
I mean, what comes first? The curbs or the underground utilities? There was plenty of land there for the underground utilities to not infringe on the shoulder of the road. And Sound Avenue gets used by a lot of bicyclists.
Yeah, right.
That's going to create a problem there.
I didn't even notice it. I mean, I drive it every day, and I know they're working
Well,
there,
I
but I didn't
walk it,
notice
so
was a
I
problem.
notice it more than you driving it.
Yeah.
You walk it.
Well, now you have a sidewalk.
Oh, I don't know about. I'm not worried about the sidewalk. I'm worried about the traffic coming off 25A and starting to head east on Sound.
Right.
Okay, and the bicyclists who use that road constantly.
Right.
Right.
Much to my chagrin.
Okay, last issue. There are a lot of cars with New York State plates without front license plates. I see it more and more, okay? And usually when I see a car coming towards me without a front license plate, I turn around to take notice if it's out of state or New York. And I see a lot more New York State cars without front license plates. We should be doing something about that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Chief is writing it down.
That's enforcement. Also, New York State's not supposed to have plastic over their license plates. And a lot of cars do have plastic over the back license plates. And that's enforcement. The police department should take care of that.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Juan, how you doing?
Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
You could just state your name and affiliation.
Sure. My name is Juan Michele Martinez. I am the winemaker and general manager with Martha Clara Vineyards.
Welcome.
I'm sorry?
Welcome.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Happy New Year. Greetings, Supervisor, Town Board, and residents of Riverhead. My name is Juan, as I just stated before. I'm a father, a taxpayer, voter, employee of Riverhead, native to the East End, and downtown Riverhead resident since 2008. Currently, I serve as the winemaker and general manager of Martha Clara Vineyards. I have been employed at Martha Clara since 2007, and since 2010 have been charged with the duty of managing the operation. Many changes have happened in my tenure, and we have since moved away from festivals that did not enhance Riverhead and instead have moved towards a festival that positively supports the area. I am here in support of the Freak Out Let's Dance or Fold Festival. In 2015, Nile Rodgers and Nile Rodgers Productions, along with Martha Clara Vineyards, organized the first Fold Festival, which went off without incident. Many may wonder why a vineyard would want to host a music festival. Unfortunately, my industry, and what I prefer to call community, often gets separated from agriculture. While wine growing is undoubtedly a part of the agricultural community, it is a wonderful culmination of hard work, science, and art. In being an art, artists often seek other artists, and it is this symbiotic relationship between the arts that often lead the way in revitalization. Just look to the current examples of Austin, Brooklyn, and Detroit, to name a few. It is the arts such as visual, sound, and the consumable that define cultures and our sense of identity. The Fold Festival seeks to highlight all of those things that make the East End unique. Fold is a festival for artists by artists. Fold is a celebration of the bounty that is Riverhead and the East End. Nile Rodgers has been instrumental in making this all happen and has been a great pleasure to have on our farm. And we should all be honored to have him find comfort in Riverhead. Each year that we have held a music festival, we have always had an outreach to our neighbors. While we understand that all residents may not appreciate the arts, we strive to make the best decisions for the community as a whole. Beyond our neighbor outreach, Martha Clara Vineyards is a place where voices can be heard. We also host political debates and charitable events that benefit the community. The economic impacts of Fold for Riverhead, the North Fork, and the East End will be considerable and are already measurable. While we just completed our first year, it is our intent to begin the definition of the economic metrics of the Fold Festival. In closing, Riverhead is a cool place to be. Niall and his team sees it, and now it is time for us to embrace it. I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Juan, I
Thank
just, for the record, I'm supporting it. We are gonna do something about those ugly signs, because even I
Sure.
thought they were a little over the top, so you're not gonna be allowed to do that.
Okay, very good.
I intend to support it. I think the board's still gonna support it.
I'm gonna support
It
it.
really was just a secret issue that had to get resolved that Angela DeVito had brought up.
Sure.
And we'll work through that, so I don't think it's gonna be too much of
Yeah,
an
and we
issue.
have one member with the signs. Maybe you should get a sign permit or put one big sign up with a sign permit.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, that's all
instead of
certainly
all those
feasible.
signs down the road.
And we will have a board meeting on the 14th, so if they can get the secret resolved by the 14th, it's a meeting in between, because we're. I would do that resolution, if the board was inclined, if we could finish it.
Okay, well, thank you for
Thank
your
you.
support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Bob.
Hello?
So you?
Daniel Binderman, the director of the Suffolk Theater. Just came to lend my voice in support of the Fold Festival as well. As somebody who believes the arts and entertainment have a great inherent value, this was one of the most extraordinary collections of artists and entertainers that I've seen in a long time anywhere. And to bring this to Riverhead is a truly extraordinary effort, something that is worthwhile. and something that we wanted to lend our support to. Thank
Did you see Dirks Bentley
Thank you.
jam with Nile Rodgers? That was like so huge.
I think I believe that was Keith Urban.
Keith Urban, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Dirks Bentley, yeah.
Still
That was
Because you don't know your artist.
That's
You
funny.
still think Chevy's a good truck.
Good afternoon, my name is John McLean. I'm on the Board of Directors at East End Arts Council, and I'm speaking on behalf of the board and Pat Snyder in support of Resolution 892 for the Fold Festival. I think the history and reputation of Nile Rodgers has been very well documented in a variety of articles in the paper. He's certainly received a lot of notoriety in the radio and press. He's also done a substantial amount of non-music related work reflecting the quality of his character. He founded the We Are Family Foundation in response to 9/11, nonprofit organization that's dedicated to the vision of a global community by creating and supporting programs that promote cultural diversity and nurturing the vision, talents, and ideas of young people who are changing the world. He's contributed substantially to that foundation and has provided quite amount of recognition for young people in the arts, in the performing arts. A number of us on the East End Arts Council board live in and around Riverhead and the rest of the North Fork. We certainly recognize the impact of traffic during a variety of seasons, particularly the fall. And while it is an inconvenience, we remind ourselves that East End farmers are dependent on the visitors for their livelihood. It also should be recognized the economic benefits that have earlier been referenced by people visiting the North Fork, including Riverhead. Consider food establishments and businesses that benefit from the dollars that are spent. And we don't think that there's well, not necessarily being real estate experts, we have no idea that there's any kind of impact on housing that's affected by seasonal traffic. Benefits to the town of Riverhead. We have the enviable good fortune to call the East End our home. As with our unique landscape of vineyards, farms, and beaches, one can't ignore the value of the arts community. East End of Long Island is a mecca for artists, both emerging and professional, visual arts as well as performing arts. And over the years, East End Arts has created numerous opportunities to support the artists, at the same time benefiting the community. The beauty of the arts is reciprocal nature of the field. Artists need viewers, musicians need audiences, performers need a stage. It is our good fortune that the Fold Festival will be supporting the arts community throughout the North Fork and Riverhead, and by doing so will support the region. Examples of East End projects where the arts support the community would be Winterfest Live on the Vine, which started in 2007. It brings approximately 10,000 visitors to the East End during the slowest economic season. By having musicians perform at the vineyards and venues, the arts have succeeded in supporting the wine and tourism industry with over $1 million impact to the economy over a period of 6 weeks. Winterfest Live on the Vine is nationally recognized in 2012 as a winner of the National Arts Destination Marketing Award. So these kind of activities are bringing some national prominence to our area. Second is the Jumpstart program, which was developed by East End Arts to train artists with business skills necessary for their professional success. Additionally, the goal was to encourage better understanding by the general public and local officials about the economic value of the arts for a community. Jumpstart culminates in public unveiling of downtown Riverhead, open and free to the public, that attracts a large crowd of smiling people engaged in participating in the arts, whether dancing, singing, or playing music, as well as filling restaurants and spending money. Jumpstart, like Winterfest, has also received national attention, first by Waterfire International, who is currently working to develop the arts-based downtown event called Waterfire on the Peconic. Now we are very fortunate that Nile Rodgers Productions has taken an interest in Jumpstart. Born of Mr. Rodgers' belief in supporting emerging artists, Nile Rodgers has committed to incorporate the Jumpstart program into the Fold Festival. We are currently in conversation about developing a format to include local musicians on the main stage and visual and performing artists having roles as well. Putting our local artists on a national forum is unprecedented. Additionally, Mr. Rodgers has committed to presenting masterclass to musicians in the spring of 2016, sharing his insight and knowledge from his 40 years of experience in the music industry. They're huge opportunities for local artists. And while I wish the attention was more on the intrinsic value of the arts, we understand the need to quantify the benefits. Attendance at art events generates income for local businesses, restaurants, hotels, retail stores. An average arts attendee spends approximately $24.60 per event in addition to the cost of admission, as cited by the Americans for the Arts. The late Pearl Kamer, Long Island Association chief economist, introduced the multiplier effect, a formula that calculates the extended value of tickets purchased for arts events. Whether using Kamer's or Americans for the Arts formula, it's clear that there is a substantial impact to the residents of Riverhead over the proposed 3-day event and to our artists. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Herb Strobel, Executive Director of Halleckville Museum Farm. Just say a few words about Martha Clara as a very good neighbor. I won't speak to the merits of the festival itself, but I do want to focus on the fact that Martha Clara, in my years, nearly 9 years now of being the Executive Director at Halleckville, has always been a very responsible neighbor. I very much applaud Juan, his staff, Martha Clara in general, for reaching out to neighbors and when bigger events are planned, when they're planning bigger events, and including us to the extent feasible in the process and notifying us about what's going on. And as I said, they're always willing to work with us across the street because we're one of the very nearby neighbors. As you folks well know, we're directly across the street. And I again applaud Juan and his staff and Martha Clara in general for being so community-minded and being responsible neighbors. So again, I would support you folks very seriously and positively considering the application.
Herb, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Lennon.
Jim Lennon. I am president of the board of directors of East End Arts. Thank you for welcoming us, James, John, Tim, welcome, Sean. It's a little short statement here to read from the Chamber of Commerce, and it just leads to address a little bit of the issue. And Diane, I've made copies here for you to leave for everybody. And it's from the Chamber, Dear Riverhead Town Board, regarding the application for the event permit by Nile Rodgers Productions. The Riverhead Chamber of Commerce supports the Fold Festival based on the potential economic impact for the region. The benefits extend well beyond the Martha Clara property, as a long-term vision to include venues both in downtown Riverhead and the surrounding area. Additionally, East End artists have the potential to benefit through the partnership between Nile Rodgers Productions and the East End Arts. There is also the intention to hire local staffing wherever possible and feature the local product. It comes to the point of the East End Arts Council and the belief in Nile Rodgers that we are basing this as a community-based organization that not only is culturally rich to the region, but also economically desirable. I can say personally, myself, if this was happening somewhere else on Long Island, I'd be pretty jealous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jim. Thank you, Jim.
Hi, Brian.
Good afternoon. Welcome, Mr. Hubbard, to the
Thank-
council.
Thank you.
My name is Brian DeLuca. I'm with the Hyatt Place East End, and happy to report that the Fold event was supporting the Hyatt last year. We had several rooms occupied by artists and or crew. We even had one of the event coordinators bring his boat into the marina for about 4 weeks. He was there before and after the event, and it's definitely helped our business, and I think it's a fantastic event for us to host and build on, and a tremendous supporter of the arts, and support this 100%. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Brian.
you.
Thank you, Brian.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You could pull that microphone down, maybe that.
Ethel Sussman, South Jamesport. I don't want to interrupt the love fest for Nile Rodgers or Fold. All very worthy endeavors. The issue that I want to discuss is the location of the event. I'm wondering why it couldn't possibly be held at EPCAL or some other venue which would not involve the large amounts of traffic on local roads. We in South Jamesport, and I know other hamlets, are very, very badly impacted by traffic, and this hopefully will be a successful event, attracting, as they predict, hundreds of thousands of people, and I just wonder whether a more suitable location can be found. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
My name is George Brando, and I suppose I should come clean. I'm not a Riverhead resident. I first started coming to Riverhead in the 70s.
You can move here. We'd be happy to have you.
Well,
We're a very welcoming town.
I came to speak today because I got to wear a suit, and I love wearing a suit. So, my grandparents lived in Riverhead back in the early 70s, over in the Glenwood trailer home development.
Mobile home.
Mobile home, excuse me. Well, and the big drawing points at that time, besides my grandparents, were the Riverhead Raceway and the Billy Blake's discount store. This was a big thing, 2 weeks every summer. And it's been a long time, except for working and going through Riverhead, that I've been out to this area. But I must say that the revitalization of this area is stunning. But past boards and present boards and residents, it's really just remarkable how wonderful it is. And this event, this Fold Festival, and to bring in a world-class performer on the level of Nile Rodgers, who's performed with everyone from Eric Clapton to the Muppets, it's really a credit to the people of Riverhead and to the town of Riverhead. It's a fantastic thing, and things like this really help the area. This is rapidly, I think, becoming, between the aquarium and, dare I say it, Splish Splash, a stop for people, a destination. And this festival is certainly a part of that. And I just wanted to say that I'll be here if it comes about.
Where are you from?
Stony Brook.
Okay. Well, we have places for you in Riverhead. You can move out of that congested Stony Brook.
I will. I'll stay in the hotel and I'll think about it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Ms. Smith. And you were there with your cowboy hat, so I don't want to hear
I
anything.
enjoyed the Fold Festival. Not against it at all. So I hope that you support it. I'm going to talk on another different issue than the Fold Festival. I'm actually coming to talk to you about the master plan. I know that during the campaign, and you guys have all brought up about the master plan, and that it has been 12 years that it has been reviewed. And in light of all the development projects that seem to be going through, I know that the planning board does review them, the zoning board does review them, but I would like to address the board on the actual master plan itself, and subsequent to that, the zoning that is in place to make the master plan more effective and to be what this town should be. So I just have a couple questions, and I wasn't sure who to bring it to, but there's a lot of projects that are going on in Jamesport, and the way that the zoning map is set up, it's both village center and rural corridor. So I just have a couple questions. And it seems to be very short and delineated for what is village center. And then it goes to rural corridor zoning. And in the rural corridor zoning, within the hamlet of Jamesport, it does allow for retail stores, which it does not anywhere else in the rural corridor zoning.
You caught that, huh?
Yeah. So my question is it not time for this to be reviewed? Should the hamlet of Jamesport village center be expanded if you're going to allow retail in other parts in rural corridor within the area? Should that not have to comply to the village center, which would make storefronts have to comply to the other village buildings that are there, and that they would also have to face the road front? Which is part of the village zoning, where in the rural corridor zoning, you have the intent of the rural corridor zoning district is to allow a very limited range of roadside shops and services that are compatible with the agricultural and rural setting along major arteries, such as 25, leading into downtown Riverhead and some of the hamlets. Now, roadside shops, I would take that to mean that it's not a clear definition. Does a roadside shop require it to have the front of the store face the road? So that's one question that I have, and I think that should be clarified by this board in its zoning. The other thing is that it does in rural corridor zoning, which is kind of confusing with the two. It says retail stores or shops on properties with frontage along either New York State 25 between South Jamesport and Washington Avenue, which kind of seems to be a little spot zoning, and their logical extensions. So I don't understand what logical extensions mean. My other question would be that in supplementary guidelines for rural corridor, for design standards, it has for all parcels 3 acres or greater in area, the proposed floor plan area shall be distributed into a minimum of 4 buildings. Does that mean you can't have less than 4 buildings? Because it reads that you must have 4 buildings, and that, I don't know, I'm kind of confused at that, and I think that the board should actually look at that and maybe address that. And with no building having a footprint greater than 5,000 square feet. The other buildings that are in the village center are not footprints of 5,000 square feet. So they may be out of character. Well, meanwhile, they are less than 50 feet from each other. So I just ask that this board looks at these two, the zoning for the hamlet of Jamesport, and see that it is consistent with the master plan and what it is that the board has intentions of doing in the town.
So I will spring this, even though it's a little early. I did speak to our new representative from Aquabog Jamesport, Councilman Hubbard, yesterday. I've asked Frank Fish, who did the Wading River corridor, Hamlet study, corridor study, to submit a proposal to us. I haven't told the board because you're now going to respond to you. It is my goal to undertake a Hamlet or a corridor study from 105 to the town line. And Frank Fish and whatever the heck his firm was with all those initials did a very good job, and they did a corridor study of all of 25A from Port Jefferson into the Riverhead town line to 25. And so we don't have to select them, but they've done a fine job, and they were reasonably priced. So they are going to submit a proposal. I'm going to bring it to the town board when we have the proposal, talk to the board about possibly hiring a firm. Doesn't have to be Fish, but as we're familiar with them, to conduct a corridor study.
Actually,
to
that
answer.
rural corridor is fairly new. That got adopted in 2008, I think.
Yeah, that corridor study is the absence of zoning, except if you're in Jamesport. So there's
It seems to be very spot zoned, and it
Well, it
doesn't.
wasn't spot zone. I think it was from 105 to the village center zoning, they made rural corridor in that stretch of Africa.
Right, but the rural corridor zoning then singles out South Jamesport Avenue to Washington Avenue.
Because that's village center.
And makes
But that is not village center, it's zoned as rural corridor.
You have the Hamlet Center.
That's what I'm, yeah, exactly, and but you do know that there's development proposals that may be in the pikes for there, so I would hope that you would take a look at that, so that we're not behind the 8 ball, and we could maybe be in front of it before everything gets put up.
I'm working on it diligently, so we'll make a presentation, probably bring Mr. Fish in and talk to the town board as to whether they want to go that route or something along those lines, but I think it's time.
I agree.
I myself think that it's better to sort of incrementally look at the master plan than try to do a master plan in one fell swoop, because it just takes too long, too much effort, too many moving parts. And to do it in this way, where we did Wading River a couple of years ago, we'll do Aquabog Jamesport. We're doing Calverton EPCAL now, which has become just a monster of a project. After Jamesport, Aquabog, we'll take another section up, but incrementally.
Nothing has to get done immediately, but as long as it's started,
Yep.
12 years is a long wait, so it's good to get started.
I think the last time was like 30 years, so, and I don't know. Yeah, he's the one that, you adopted it, I guess it was was it Valella or Stark who started it, the master plan?
I think it actually started on the Stark, but then he got it going.
And that's just, so we don't want to get too far behind, because if you get too far behind, then you are going to spend 5 years doing a master plan that is just too much for a whole town. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else wish to be heard this afternoon?
If
Not
not, I'd like
any?
to make a motion, we close the town board meeting.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstentions, motion carries, meeting stands adjourned. Thank you.
Watch that pen underneath the seat there, John. Step on the pen.
That's it, that's it, there's no, yeah, that's it, no. That is nothing. And
This
the
was
board
a
meeting.
great one for my first